Cassie here watching News 24 Live. I'm joined in studio by Paul Gerber from Lude. Today we're talking the Big Bottle Festival, champagnes and sparkling wines. Hello.
Hi.
Those are three of my favorite things I just said there. Big Bottle Festival, champagnes and sparkling wines. Now, I see we have two big bottles here. What happens at the Big Bottle Festival?
So it's an opportunity for producers to display how the wine is aged in a bigger bottle. In a magnum, which is a 1.5 liter, for bubbly, a maximum maybe of a 3 liter, and then some of the still wine producers in a 6, 9 or 12 liter bottle.
Is the 3 liter bottle one of those bottles you see the race car drivers celebrating with after they win?
Yeah,
wow.
A 3 liter would be that kind of the big splash.
Now, how does wine age differently in a bigger bottle?
Yeah, I think the chemistry is really interesting for the aging potential. If you compare a Magnum to a 750 ml bottle, you'll see that the headspace above the wine is the same amount. So the exchange of gas and the evolution of flavors in the Magnum would be much slower and maybe a bit integrated. Now,
how would that change the taste?
I think the complexity of flavor comes with, especially in bubbly, is leaving it longer on the lees. So the lees is inside the bottle. And if you're leaving it for 36 months, you have a much more complex aroma than you would if you just left it for 12 months. And then the slower maturation flavors from the Magnum would be more integrated than maybe the 750.
Now, you've been to the Big Bottle Festival before. What was it like? What can people expect?
Yeah, it's a fantastic opportunity to taste wines that you wouldn't normally find on the shelves, and then also to taste. Sometimes some of the producers bring something special, which is new or which they've been keeping for the festival.
So the wine is high. If you're a wino, you have to go, I think.
I think so, yeah. It's a great place to be, to experience something new.
Now, you've brought along some wines for us to taste. Now, before we get into the first one, you were telling me that Lude is actually doing something special with how they're making their sparkling wines. Why don't you tell us about it?
So, Lude is the first Cup Classique seller to go back to cork fermentation.
So now, what does that mean?
Cork fermentation means literally that you use a cork to close the bottle. The bottle goes through the second fermentation. That's where we get the great bubbles from. Nowadays, the common practice is used a crown cap. So it almost looks like a beer bottle cap, and it's completely homogeneous. Everything stays the same, and you can control it exactly. With the cork, you're having small nuanced elegances arriving in the wine with time. And so it's the original tradition they had in Champagne maybe 100 years ago.
Wow, and it's still a method Cup Classique, nothing has changed.
Yeah, it's still Cup Classique, it's still fermentation in the bottle as method Champenois is, and it's a way to respect Champagne for what they gave us.
I think we must respect Champagne.